On this camera throughout the morning, which you can see is now flipped upside down. This is a live look right now from Daytona Beach. The wind's knocking that over, so it's giving us a bit of a different angle at the moment. You can check out what happened during Casey Baylor's live shot in our last half hour. Powerful winds from Ian, again, knocking over that. Oh my goodness, I mean, just look at that. Here at home, leaders are working to stay ahead of the storm at the moment.
Oh yeah, states of emergency declared in Virginia and in North Carolina. Let's check back in now with Casey. She's at the Virginia Beach ocean front. And Casey, Governor Glenn Youngkin declared a state of emergency. So how are crews preparing?
Well, Ashley, crews are currently on standby here across Virginia, preparing to see flooding, down power lines, even some severe damage in parts of the area. Now, the Virginia Department of Emergency Management has coordinated with emergency response crews in several localities and power companies like Dominion Energy to assess their needs. VDEM even sent a team of 14 to Florida to help at the Emergency Operations Center. They'll join dozens of other Virginians volunteering with the American Red Cross.
We've had lots and lots of storms over the years that weren't hurricanes when they arrived in Virginia, but caused significant damage as well as significant flooding.
And here at home, you are encouraged to have an emergency kit on hand and a plan in place ahead of Tropical Storm Ian and before it reaches here in Hampton Roads. That's the latest in Virginia Beach. I'm Casey Baylor for 13 News Now.
All right, Casey, thank you. VDOT is also getting ready for Ian. A spokesperson said the department prepares for severe weather all year long.
We are making sure that our supplies are replenished. We are making sure that people are ready to deploy as they are needed.
And if you lived in Hampton Roads long enough, you know there tends to be a lot of tidal flooding in our area when storms move through. Remember, if you don't know how deep the water is, turn around, don't drown.
North Carolina also under a state of emergency ahead of the storm. State response teams activate today. Governor Roy Cooper planning on updating the state on storm preparations. That's going to happen this afternoon at 3 o'clock. And down on the Outer Banks, crews already getting ready there. Here's Alex Littlehales with more.
Good morning, I'm Alex Littlehales. Dare County's emergency management officials tell 13 News Now that the direct impacts from Hurricane Ian to the Outer Banks will be minimal. The northeastern region of the Tar Heel State could get a couple of inches of rain as well as high winds, plus the high probability of rip currents throughout the weekend and into next week. This as North Carolina declared a state of emergency. Local realtors tell 13 News Now that last-minute bookings have all but stopped because of the impending weather conditions.
40% booked, and last weekend we were 75.
Okay.
So I think that the numbers don't lie.
On the Outer Banks, Alex Littlehales for 13 News Now.
Now, to stay weather aware, point your smartphone's camera at the QR code you see right there on your screen. It'll take you to our hurricane guide where you can find vital information to stay safe.